If you regularly get home from work exhausted and end up ordering takeout because you have nothing quick to cook, you need to hear this. You don't need a perfect meal plan. You need the right foods waiting for you at home. Today, I'm sharing 7 healthy foods I recommend keeping on hand for those nights when cooking feels like the last thing you want to do. Introduction. You know the feeling. You've had a long day at work. You're hungry, you're tired, and the thought of chopping vegetables, cooking for an hour, and cleaning a mountain of dishes sounds impossible. So you order takeout. And while there is nothing wrong with having takeout sometimes, relying on it because you have no quick food at home can become expensive, and it can make healthy eating much harder to maintain. The solution isn't to force yourself to cook complicated meals when you're exhausted. It's to make the healthy choice easier. That's why I recommend keeping a few versatile foods at home that can turn into a meal with very little effort. Here are 7 to consider. 1. Eggs. Let's start with one of the easiest foods to keep around, eggs. Eggs are incredibly versatile and can become a quick meal without much preparation. You can scramble them with frozen vegetables, make an omelet, have them with whole grain toast, or put them into a quick wrap. And you don't need to turn eggs into an elaborate recipe. On an exhausting evening, scrambled eggs with vegetables and toast can be enough to give you a simple, satisfying meal. The key is having something you can prepare quickly when your energy is low. 2. Frozen vegetables. If you're constantly throwing away fresh vegetables because you don't cook them quickly enough, frozen vegetables can be your friend. They require very little preparation, and you can take out only what you need. You can add them to eggs, rice, pasta, soup, or a quick stir-fry. And there's another advantage. You don't have to worry about them spoiling as quickly as fresh vegetables. For busy professionals, that flexibility can make healthy eating much easier. 3. Canned beans. Next, canned beans. They're one of the easiest ways to add a filling plant-based protein and fiber source to a quick meal. You can add them to rice, put them inside a wrap, add them to a salad, or combine them with vegetables and your favorite seasoning. The important thing is that they require very little preparation. When you're exhausted, opening a can be much easier than starting a complicated recipe from scratch. 4. Microwavable rice or other quick grains. Here's something that can completely change your low-energy dinner. A quick cooking grain. Rice, quinoa, or another convenient grain can become the base of a meal in minutes. Combine it with beans and vegetables, chicken and vegetables, eggs and vegetables, or whatever leftovers you already have. You don't need to cook a completely new dinner every night. Sometimes you simply need a convenient base that allows you to combine the foods you already have. 5. Pre-cooked or easy-to-prep protein. This one is especially useful if you struggle with cooking after work. Keep an easy protein option available. Depending on your preferences, that could be pre-cooked chicken, canned tuna, tofu, cooked beans, or another convenient protein you enjoy. The goal isn't to eliminate cooking completely. It's to eliminate some of the steps. Think about it this way. If preparing dinner normally takes 40 minutes, removing just 15 or 20 minutes of preparation can make the difference between cooking and ordering takeout. Convenience can be a healthy strategy when it helps you stay consistent. 6. Whole grain wraps or bread. Never underestimate the power of a quick wrap or sandwich. Keep whole grain wraps or bread available for those nights when you need food now. You can combine a wrap with chicken and salad, beans and vegetables, eggs and avocado, or leftovers from another meal. You don't need a recipe. You just need a few ingredients that work together. This is particularly useful when you have almost no energy left to make decisions. 7. Greek yogurt and fruit. And finally, keep something that requires almost no cooking at all. Greek yogurt and fruit can make a quick breakfast, snack, or light meal option. Add fruit, oats, nuts, or seeds if you want something more substantial. This is especially useful on those evenings when even a quick cooked meal feels like too much. The goal is not to create the most impressive dinner. The goal is to have something nutritious and convenient available so that exhaustion doesn't automatically decide what you eat. The 5-minute healthy dinner formula. Now here's the part 1 really want you to remember. You don't need 7 completely different recipes. You can create quick meals by combining three things: a protein plus a vegetable or fruit plus a filling carbohydrate or other satisfying component. For example, eggs plus frozen vegetables plus whole grain toast, beans plus frozen vegetables plus microwavable rice, chicken plus salad plus a whole grain wrap, Greek yogurt plus fruit plus oats or nuts. The ingredients can change, the formula stays the same. And having this formula in your head removes some of the decision making that makes healthy eating difficult after a long day. The real secret: build your too tired to cook pantry. Here's the bigger lesson: don't plan your healthy eating only around the days when you have plenty of energy. Plan for the difficult days too. Your refrigerator, freezer, and pantry should contain foods that can rescue you when your schedule falls apart. Because healthy eating doesn't have to depend on motivation, you can make it easier by preparing your environment. When you're exhausted, you don't want to have to think, what can I possibly make? You want to open the fridge and know, I have options. Conclusion: so, if you're a busy professional who regularly comes home too tired to cook, consider keeping these 7 foods available: eggs, frozen vegetables, canned beans, quick cooking grains, easy to prepare protein, whole grain wraps or bread, Greek yogurt and fruit. You don't need to buy all 7. Choose the foods that fit your preferences, budget, and lifestyle. The goal isn't to create a perfect kitchen, it's to create a kitchen that makes healthy eating easier when life gets busy. And remember, don't wait until you're exhausted to figure out what you're going to eat. Give your future tired self some options. If this video helped you, subscribe to Healthy Plate for realistic healthy eating solutions designed for busy professionals. And tell me in the comments, what's the one food you always keep at home for those nights when you're too tired to cook? Your answer might give someone else a great idea. And remember, healthy eating gets easier when the healthy choice is also the easy choice.